Just wait a few seconds here, see if anybody pops on, and if not, I will just get right into the content of Let's Get Real. Okay, I think today we're going to start out with some affirmations. It's a great way to start your day. You can do it any time of day though. But to start your day being positive is, hey, it's the way to go. So a couple things you can do is just say all the things that you're grateful for, the things that you have now that you're grateful for. So like, I'm grateful for the endless possibilities that today will bring. Hi, Diane. I'm grateful for the love and the laughter in my life and among the people that I cherish. I'm grateful for the inner fire in me that lights up my world and those around me. I'm grateful for the small wins and all the happiness that they bring. I'm grateful for the chance to inspire and uplift others. I'm grateful for all of my friends and family. I'm grateful for my home. I'm grateful for my car. I'm grateful for my overall health, mentally and physically. I'm grateful for the good health for all of those around me. I'm grateful for the abundance in my life, not just money, but the abundance of love, the abundance of joy, the abundance of laughter. This is a great way to make you realize and to really think about the things that you have and the things in your life that bring you so much joy that sometimes when bad things happen, we forget about all the good things that we have. And that's what we need to focus on. So bad things are going to happen. I mean, we're living the human experience. So what you can do when something bad happens is take a step back and look at it. Like, I went to the ATM the other day and it said it took out the money out of my account, but I never got the actual money. So I had to call, and it was at a convenience store. So I had to call the bank that the ATM was through. They basically said they couldn't help me, at least not because it wasn't their ATM at their branch. So then I had to call my own bank. And while I was doing all this, of course, I was starting to get irritated. And then I thought, you know what? There's a reason that this is happening. And although I may not see it right now, I'll see it at some point, I'm sure. So I just started thinking, okay, why am I getting so irritated over something I have absolutely no control over? So I just started to kind of laugh and think, okay, this is happening for a reason. I don't know what it is, but why am I getting upset about it? You know, I can go to another ATM and get the money out that I need, and it doesn't really matter. And you know what? When I finally called my bank, they said, don't worry about it. You've been credited that money back already. So it was really nothing. It was just an inconvenience. And it's just part of living the human experience that these things happen to us. So let's do, Diane, can you give me one thing in your life that's making you smile today? Anybody that's on here, one thing in your life that's making you smile today? Put it in the comments. I'm glad I woke up today. I'm glad that I'm talking to the world out here. This is going to be posted on YouTube then also. So if you have any questions about living a life of positivity, just go ahead and put them in there and I'll be happy to answer them as best as I can. One thing I heard this morning when I was meditating was the song Ain't Nothing Gonna Break My Stride. So that's by Matthew Wilder. And so maybe that somebody can listen to that and it can help you uplift. Anybody have anything that they're positive and thankful for today? Something that's making them smile. It is Father's Day, you know. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Having brunch with my son to celebrate Father's Day. Diane, that's awesome. That sounds like a great time. That is excellent. Yes, that's definitely something to be thankful for. And these are the things we need to hold on to when things get rough, is the things, the small things in our life, the things that are always there for us, the people that are always there for us. Sometimes we might have things that we can't quite decide on. Okay, and I'll give you a perfect example. Right now, I'm in the market for a car. And although originally I had this thought of exactly what I wanted, I started to get swayed at looking at other cars and doing other things. And the problem with that is my indecision, well, now the universe is confused too, and they don't know what the universe doesn't know what it's supposed to give to me. So stick with what you want. Whether you think, don't think, oh, I can't afford that. Don't think, oh, that doesn't really suit me, even though it's really what you want. If it's really what you want, feel that and put that out in the universe. But then you have to leave it there. Don't keep being indecisive and going back and forth with it, because that gets, if we're confused, how do you think the universe feels? Diane, I hope you have a great Father's Day with your son. That'll be great. Diane, do you have any questions? Anybody else on here that has any questions? I'll be happy to give you the best advice I can. So every morning as I'm driving to work, this is just how I do it. Everybody does it differently. You can do it as soon as you get up out of bed. I would look up at the sky and I would start spewing out all the things that I'm grateful for. And then I'd put my tunes on and I'd be jamming and having a good old time. And, that's when you get down, that vibration that you feel when you're really happy. Like, think of that one thing, that one place in your life, or that one thing that you've done that has made you super happy. Now, in this moment, I want you to feel that feeling. That's a high vibration. And that's what we want to strive for all the time. Now, are we always going to be on cloud nine? No, absolutely not. But bring yourself back to that one time, that one feeling when you felt so amazing. And that's what you need to hold on to when the things get tough. Hi, Matthew. Thank you for hopping on. So always hold on to those good feelings. So that one moment that you had, that you were just happy as can be, high on life, hold on to that moment. Feel that feeling when you start to get down, or things just aren't happening the way that you want them to. Hold on to that moment, feel that feeling, and that is what is going to get you through those tough times. Eliza, is that how you say that? Welcome. If you have any questions, throw them on there. I'm also looking at comment with one thing that you're grateful for. By the way, it's Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. So when we get kind of down in the dumps and we start thinking about all the things that might be going wrong, and like, this can spill out into other areas. So if we're feeling like, oh, I want this, okay, you have to feel as if you actually have it. Because if you feel like you want it, then you're actually in lack, because you don't actually have it. And in your head, you don't actually have it. So you have to feel as if, Matthew's grateful for his children and his grandchildren. That's awesome. Family is everything. So feel as when you feel as though this is what I want, that's one thing, but you need to feel as though you actually have it, because otherwise you're in lack. All right. So if you're in want of something, you're in lack. So if you're doing your bills and you keep getting yourself like, oh, how am I going to pay for this? How am I going to pay for that? If you stay in that mindset, you're in lack mode. So when you're in lack, that's what you're going to receive more of. If you stay positive, oh, the universe is I'm going to get what I need. Okay. I have faith that the universe is going to deliver what I need. I have faith that I actually have everything that I need right now. Oh, Eliza's grateful for great friends. Yes, friends are everything. Sorry, I'm reading the comments. So when we're in the lack mode, we're going to receive more lack. We're in the positive mode, we're going to receive more wonderful things from the universe. It's just it's the law of attraction. So stay positive. When you start to get down, bring in that good feeling of that place, that wonderful place that you've been. Okay, Eliza said, I have started thinking positive thoughts for a number of years, and it has made a world of difference. Yeah, I mean, I can tell you just within this last year, I get that, because the last year of my life has blown up, and it's all about my mindset. Force the negative thoughts to leave. Yes, but remember, if you're sitting there thinking, I can't think that, I can't think that, I can't think that, you're still giving it more attention. So you have to shift it to something positive. I'm glad you brought that up. So just don't stick on the, oh, I can't think about that. I can't think about that. I got to get this out of my head. One thing that you can do, other than switching to that positive thought, if you have a negative thought that just keeps popping up, you're overthinking. I'm a Gemini. I overthink like crazy. You can say to yourself, what's my next thought? Or count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That can help reset your overthinking. Yes, Eliza, great things do happen when you think positive. Matthew said daily verbal affirmations. Absolutely. And we started out this video with some affirmations. Again, I used to do it on the way to work all the time. I just retired from my full-time job. So I have to find out another routine to do this, and I'll probably just do it as soon as I get up in the morning. Is just be grateful for what you have right now. Be grateful and do your positive affirmations every morning. I'm grateful I woke up this morning. I'm grateful for the human experience. And me, I always say I'm grateful for all the lessons I've learned, because those lessons have helped me to elevate so much. And those lessons were tough. And I had a lot of tears and a lot of anxiety learning some of the lessons that I've learned, and I'm never done. We're never done. But it's so worth it. It is so worth it. So be thankful for the lessons that and the tough times that you've had to go through, because they have brought you to where you are now. But daily affirmations, yeah, I used to look up the sky driving into work every morning and say, thank you for this, for the human experience. Thank you so much for all the lessons I'm learning. Thank you for all my friends and family. Matthew's good here. Where gratitude grows, energy flows. It is so true. Energy is everything. And as a Reiki master, of course, I use energy in my work. But energy travels through space and time. I mean, I can do Reiki on someone across the world. I don't even have to be right here. I can feel the energy from each person on this page, on this live. I mean, it's feeling good. I can say that. Everybody's got some good energy going. Anybody have any questions, any specific things you would like to know? Just put it in the comments and I'll be happy to talk about it. Like today, it's kind of rainy and gray out, right? But you know what? We can't always have the sunny days. We have to have the cloudy days too, because if it was sunny every single day, first of all, we wouldn't have the rain. Then the plants would all dry up from all the sun burning them every day. Diane said, we've started an I'm grateful for board and added to our thoughts on posts. On Post-its. Oh, I love that. You could put them on the refrigerator or just put them around your house. You can put some affirmations up on your bathroom mirror. And every morning when you get out of the shower, you can say those affirmations. That's great, Diane. That's a great way to do it. Having positive thoughts throughout the day, no matter what's happening, is very, very important, because it's going to change the energy. Another thing that you can do, if you get really down or even really, really high, sometimes I do this, but I try to ground at least once a day. So grounding, the best way that I can explain grounding is I like to put my feet firmly on the floor, no shoes, because in my opinion, shoes are made so that we don't feel the vibrations of the earth. If you're comfortable going outside in your bare feet, that's great too. Get in the grass if you're good with that. If not, that's great too. But put your feet firmly on the ground, close your eyes. And you know what? Let's do it right now. So put your feet firmly on the ground. Hopefully you don't have any shoes on. And close your eyes. Let's take a deep breath. Now imagine from your feet, the roots coming out like a tree, going into the ground. Spreading out and multiplying, going down through the earth, deeper, deeper. Still multiplying, going deeper and deeper into the earth. Now as they reach the center and the core of this great earth that we're on, sit tall. Feel the white light of Source come down from the heavens and encompass your body. That's grounding. It's one way you can do it. A lot of times I feel energy like shoot out of my feet and into the ground, and just like anything that's heavy just goes right down into the earth. And then of course the amazing white light of Source coming down from the heavens and encompassing our bodies and bringing us all positive and good vibes. And the song Ain't No Mountain High Enough just came to me. I don't know the name of it. So maybe that was meant for someone that's watching. With positivity, there's nothing that we can't do. Whether it be abundance of love, abundance of money, we share that vibe with everybody around us. You know, when you go into a store and someone's giving the clerk a hard time, and you feel that energy. I want to see us put out the positive energy instead of that negative energy. The more positive we are, the more positive energy we're giving to others. It makes us want to say, hold the door for somebody. It makes us want to say, have a great day. I really hope you have a great day. And you know what? Those little things can make such a difference in somebody's life. They could be having the worst day in the world, and then you come up and you're like, I hope you really have a great day. That can change someone's energy like that. So we're not just here to help ourselves. The whole point is we need to help each other too. So the more positive that we can be, the more positivity we're going to put out into others as well. So again, if you start overthinking, do the what's my next thought? It'll reset your brain, or count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It'll reset your brain. If that doesn't work and your overthinking mind just continues and continues and continues, trust me, I've been there. That's when you need to completely switch it and put yourself in a positive and happy place, because you're not, the more you think about, I need to get rid of this thought, the more it's just stewing in you. So go into that positive place that you've been. Anybody have any questions or any more wonderful affirmations that we can share with each other? Thank you, Diane. You're going to have a great day with your son. So one of the areas that a lot of people have problems for, because you got to understand, when you're not thinking positively, it's going to spill out into all different areas of your life. So a big one is money. A lot of people have issues with money, and I've been there. But when you're in that lack mindset, thinking, I don't have any money, I don't have any money, I don't have enough money for this, how am I going to pay for that? That's what's going to keep happening. And it's a really tricky one, because we have to look at our finances and we have to pay our bills, but yet we need to also not dwell on it, and we need to believe, truly believe, not hope. We need to have faith that Source is going to deliver what we need, okay, and what we want. Thank you, Matthew. So you need to keep that positive mindset that, yes, I have to pay these bills, and some of them may not get paid this month, but I truly believe that Source is going to provide me what I need. And like when I was going to retire, I was really nervous. I was like, am I going to have enough money for everything? And then things just kept popping up, and my business was the busiest it's ever been last month. And I'm so stinking grateful. I mean, I get emotional about how grateful I am for all the things that have been brought to me. But you know what? The thing is, yes, Source had a big play in it, but it was my vibration that brought those things in. We're the ones that are responsible. And here's a good example. I was having car problems, and I knew there was a problem with the transmission, and stupid me kept saying to myself, and I shouldn't say stupid me, I kept saying to myself, this thing's going to leave me sit because this needs fixed. And it was a problem with getting the garage to get it in. And I did that day after day. Now, I didn't realize it until I looked back on it, because then it did. It left me sit multiple times. And in hindsight, I realized I brought that in on myself. So had I not continued to put that out there, I probably wouldn't be in that position with my car leaving me sit. So we bring in both positive and negative. It's all about what you think and how you're vibrating. Now, do we get negative thoughts sometimes? Yes, as long as we don't repeat them or continue with them in our head with scenarios and stuff. But see, I was doing it like, this needs fixed. I can't believe they're not calling me back to set this appointment up to look at my car. It's going to end up leaving me sit. That just kept playing through my mind. So because I didn't stop that, and because I kept putting it out there, that's exactly what happened. It's the same thing when it comes to money. You keep thinking about the lack of, and that's what you're going to get. It's no different than Even in relationships, if you keep thinking, okay, this person's going to do this next time I see them, I know they're going to do it. That's how they always are. And then when it happens, you say, see, I knew it. Well, it's because you called it into yourself. So we need to think positively. Okay. You're going on vacation and it's with family, and sometimes family can be a little difficult, whether they're actual blood family or even, just family as in friends. So you go into it thinking, okay, I got to spend a week with this person. Oh my goodness, what am I going to do? They're going to act crazy again like they always do. And then they do. Why? Because you put it out there. So if you go into it thinking, okay, this person, although we may not get along real well, we're going to find a special connection this weekend, or we're going to get along. We're just going to have a great time. And if anything does happen, I'm just going to move on from it and not going to let it ruin the vacation. So it's all in how you think. And that's what's going to bring in the good things or the bad things. So you got to make sure you stay positive. Anybody have any questions, like specific situations or? Well, I'm so glad everybody came on here today. We're about 27 minutes in. You're so welcome, Diane. Should we do this again? We don't have to necessarily do positivity. We can hit on some other areas of life that, like controlling overthinking, or, how to bring more abundance in your life. It's all about your thinking, but we could hit it on it a little bit more in detail for each thing. I'll give it some thought. I'll tell you what, I'll give it to Spirit and let Spirit decide. How's that? Well, again, thank you all for coming on here. 27 is a good number for me. That was my number at work for a long time. So I think I'm going to end it there. Thank you. Have a great Father's Day. Share this video, and thank you, Diane. And we'll be talking to you all soon. Have a great day.